Welcome everyone to the 2026 Complete Streets Makeover here in the 19th Ward.
So we're here at Genesee Park Boulevard and Pioneer Street,
which has been a big sore spot in terms of traffic safety for the community.
We've actually studied this intersection and we've seen speeds upward of 55 miles an hour, which is quite fast for a city street that's purely residential and only should be running about 30 miles per hour. There's been a lot of community concern around crashes that are happening at the intersection.
We've honestly just made the choice of not having our kids go near it just because it's so frequent, and so many times the vehicles have ended up on people's front lawns, hitting houses, hitting trees, hitting signs, and it's just not a safe place then for children to be playing.
We knocked on neighbors' doors. Every single person is like, I've seen an accident there. There was an accident just last week. What can we do to get involved?
It is a two-way stop control intersection, which means only two of the side street approaches are controlled by stop signs, where Genesee Park Boulevard is not. So it's a lot of free flow traffic, which you get more traffic to speed that way. But you also get the situation where if you have blocked angles where you can actually see around the corner from Pioneer Street, you're going to pull out and you might not see the full breadth of the intersection and you could be in a dangerous situation. So that's some of the things that we're attempting to solve today.
After we select a location, right, based on data, I would say the Complete Streets Makeover can best be described in 3 words: reimagine, redesign, and reconnect. So when we host our community workshop, this is when we are gathering everyone from the neighborhood, residents, people who have had experiences at this intersection to say, what are the current problems and how might we approach some solutions to address those issues? So I would call that the reimagination, right? We gather in the community to reimagine what this intersection could look like.
We are, gathered here tonight to think about Genesee Park Boulevard and Pioneer Street. This is a major cut through in our neighborhood.
For those who don't know, there was just an accident this evening at that intersection like an hour ago. And we have to cross that intersection to get to this park. And it's a scary intersection.
This intersection stood out to us for a few different reasons. Namely, we saw an alarming number of crashes here, about 28 crashes in a 5-year span. We also have our lovely engineers here today. They took a look at this intersection and they saw that there was good potential to have enough space to redesign the intersection. Lastly, and this is where all of you come in, we knew we were able to partner with such a strong community here in the 19th Ward, one of the nation's oldest community associations. You all know what it's like to walk, to bike, and to roll on these streets every single day. We want to capture your ideas and graft you into the centerfold of how we approach this project. This is where we are going to turn the tables and ask all of you to share your experiences and ideas so that we can start planning for what this intersection is going to look like for this year.
So that would be good, because there's nothing to prevent them to park. Even though the lines are there's nothing concrete.
Yes, of course.
So the stop sign, it's in 2 ways.
So one of those could be raising the intersection. Another could be speed bumps on the entirety of the road.
It's not a speed bump, it's a roundabout.
I also really like the idea of a covered bus stop, because in the winter times it's really hard to stand at a bus stop. Just draw a box. Covered bus stop.
You have that power sold somewhere. The flash would make it as an easier stop.
Cars are first stop. Right. We're sent to look for somebody.
Signs first step, but that would
Yes.
Problems and issues in the area, car crashes have increased, hard to see around parked cars on the street.
But that's the biggest issue is when you come down Pioneer, you can't see traffic coming down Genesee Park Boulevard because of the cars that are illegally parked.
And everyone drives very fast.
On Pioneer, people roll all the way to the almost edge of the travel lane.
Some solutions that we thought about were more lights, crosswalks, speed limits,
flashing speed lights and radar signs,
bike paths, bigger sidewalks,
vibrant colors, flashing crosswalk signs,
extending the curbs, putting in some no parking sections, which we do have, but making them more visible.
The biggest suggestion would be a mini roundabout.
We talked about potentially making a roundabout as well.
Fun signs, a wayfinder.
And signs to look out for the turkey.
More turkeys, not just Jenny.
Oh yes, we did have an idea for a mural.
And we have winter here, spring here, summer here, and fall here. And we write community in the middle.
We heard visibility is really tough. Speeding is an issue down Genesee Park Boulevard, and we want to make a safer environment for our kids and for our community. So immediately after this meeting, I'm going to be passing all of your notes, problems, and solutions, as well as your mock-up designs to our team at Stantec. From there, we're going to go through the city's approval process around April timeframe, and then from now leading up to May, we have a neighborhood team group that we've been meeting with regularly, and we're going to continue to meet regularly to plan for the event, where we are going to call all of you back out to meet us at the intersection, put paint on asphalt, and create this redesign, transform the intersection. Thank you so much, and with that, have a great night.
We pass all of that input from the community that we gathered at the workshop to Stantec, and that's where I'd say we kick off the redesign phase.
All the purple areas that you see are what we call curb extensions, which narrows your roadway. The more narrow the roadway is, the more you feel as a driver that you should slow down, and you don't feel like you go as fast. For instance, when you're out on the interstate or out on a highway, things are really wide open, so it feels more comfortable to go fast. In a residential neighborhood context, we don't want that. We want it narrow, we want it slow, and we want it safe.
Today, as you see behind us, this is the reconnection.
The murals are super fun. They do actually contribute to traffic calming as well.
We are doing a mural as a temporary traffic intervention to help folks slow down at this intersection and make it safe for the neighbors that are here. What we hope is that this colorful intervention will stop folks from speeding through. They can stop down, slow down a little bit and just take a look.
It's a place, it's a neighborhood, this is where people live. So we want to make sure that traffic is moving appropriately for the context.
And I took the Rochester logo and evolved that into 4 symbols for summer, winter, spring, and fall. So a sun, a leaf, a snowflake, and a flower. Ta-da!
So everything there is a piece of the Rochester logo, just extrapolated into other pieces. We've done work together, but not this. It's goosebumps. It's so amazing to see it come together.
It's fun to just watch people engaged in creating.
Art can be so many different things, and to me, this is when it's at its best, because it's bringing people together. It's community, right? People are showing up.
We also have a few bus stop cubes going in at the RCSD bus stop on the corner. We've also got some Seasons of Wishing gardens. So each corner will have either some snowflakes, leaves, sundials, or flowers to decorate that space.
Placemaking elements that we brought today are a project that we're launching this year called Playfinders. These are playful sidewalks that help direct kids and their families to parks.
So our sidewalks are going to match the forest seasons theme.
We're using stencils on them, so they're really easy for families to paint down.
This project is what we call a demonstration project or a pilot project, and demonstration projects are really, really valuable. You don't have to wait for the next reconstruction project or next paving project. You could pop these up on a weekend like we're doing here, have them stick around for a couple months and study it. And then for the community, they feel like they're actually being heard, because when you put a street project out there, you usually only have a couple instances to hear community feedback. For this one is community first.
And hopefully the city will be able to fund some of the things that we're doing, some of the recommendations we're making longer term.
To do something hopefully even more aggressive in the treatment that we have here today, to really slow cars down and make sure you're traveling at human speed.
So that this is safer for the 19th Ward and we can walk around and bike in our own neighborhood.
This took no more than 6 to 8 months to put together. A traditional project, 6 to 8 months, you could get through maybe the planning stage. This is design, planning, community engagement all in one, and then implementation just on a weekend. all in all, for both parties, city, community, everybody, these projects are really great because you could try before you buy, you feel heard, and it's just a huge success.
Fortunately, we had lots of volunteers come out early, and we got all of our painting done. And so we might have to stop a little early, but we're done.